So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. I have calmed myself down after the Kai Havertz news. If you want to check that video out and see me raging, that is on the main channel. So go and check that out, people. Big up to everybody who is subbed to this channel. This channel is absolutely doing bits at the minute. It's flying. So big up to everybody who has subscribed. We're well over 14,000 now. Nearly, well, as I record this, it's on 14,080. Keep subbing, keep liking, keep commenting, keep dropping the super chats in. Appreciate everyone who has been doing that. I will have a second video out on here later tonight as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I will have another video out on the Arsenal channel as well, so go and keep your eyes peeled for that later. But yeah, we're going to talk about Chelsea. A lot of people were laughing at Chelsea all season, and rightly so. They were shocking. But 600 million done in the transfer window since Bowley's been there, and Cowboy Bowley this and Cowboy Bowley that. Well, in the first 6 months of him being Chelsea owner, he absolutely made a mockery of FFP, found a loophole in the system within 6 months, and they've now changed the rule on that, where you can't put somebody on an 8-year contract if you're paying the fee. You can't divide it over 8 years. So for somebody who doesn't have a clue what he's doing, he found the loophole pretty damn quick that nobody else has found. So a lot of people were laughing at him. And listen, Chelsea had a shocking season. I think that's their worst Premier League season ever. But they needed to balance the books this summer because they made a loss. I think it was a 120 million loss. Not only that, they needed to get a lot of them players out because they've got about 35, 40 players on the books. Obviously, they've got a new manager now. Pochettino's come in. And he's going to want to look to sign a few players. And Kunku was announced yesterday, but obviously we knew that was done in January. But they are starting to get rid of players. Obviously, Kai Havertz, he's gone. £60 million. 60 million quid for Kai Havertz. The next one out the door, all but done, is Mateo Kovacic, 25 million quid. Which is pretty cheap, I can't lie. Just turned 29, I think. And decent player. Wouldn't say he's amazing, but he's not a bad midfielder. He's not a bad player. And he's going to go to Man City for 25 mil. So add that to the 60. That's 85 mil. Koulibaly's going for about 20 mil. So there's 105 mil. Then you've got Hakim Ziyech. He's going as well. Apparently that's only around 8 million. And excuse me. And then the goalkeeper, Mendy. Excuse me. I'm just choking to death. And then they've got Mendy going out as well. They've made over 100 million already. And they haven't even started yet. They've literally got 5 players out the door, just like that. Hudson-Odoi is another one that's linked to Saudi. Poor Matisse, bless him. The 1v1 demon could be going to Saudi. What happened to that guy's career? Bayern Munich wanted him for 50 million once upon a time, and it's just disappeared just like that. It's kind of crazy how some of these footballers, they just nosedive and end up doing nothing when they were promising youngsters. And this is why I don't hype up players based off of a couple of appearances. Like as soon as a player gets hyped up, all of a sudden their ego gets hyped up. They think they've made it, and then nosedive straight into oblivion. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. But Chelsea are gonna have the best transfer window out of any team in the Premier League, I think. I think the fact that they've got a lot of players that they can get rid of for decent dough as well. You know, Mason Mount's being linked to Man United. They've just rejected a bid for 50 million for Mason Mount. Conor Gallagher's being linked with a move away for about 40 million. They're going to make a sizable dent into that 600 million that they've spent since Bowley's been there. And they will balance their books. They've got enough players there that can leave and command the fee. So I don't think anyone should be laughing at Chelsea. I don't think anyone should be looking at it going, oh, they're doomed, they're finished. And I think this is why a lot of people are trying to put this Saudi taking 3 of their players in the bin and saying they're cheating. They're not cheating. They're just getting rid of their players. And if anything, Arsenal have just bought Kai Havertz for more than all 3 of them are going to Saudi for. So are they cheating because we've bought the player for 60 million? Or is it just because it's Saudi Arabia? Because it makes no sense to me why people are saying they're cheating. They're not doing anything wrong. They're selling players. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And obviously, Pochettino will get them a nice playing style as well. I'm not saying they're going to go and win anything, but the fact that they've got one game a week next season until the FA Cup kicks in or the League Cup kicks in, they've literally got one game every single week. No European competition. He'll have a nice playing style. He's going to get Caicedo in. Caicedo and Enzo together is going to be mad. That is unbelievably good midfield. And then Nkunku will be floating around in front of them. That is a decent trio, I can't lie. It's going to be interesting to see how Nkunku does. But I think Chelsea are definitely in for a shout at top 4 next season. I think that if people are sleeping on that, then they shouldn't be. I think that they will have one game a week. They've got pre-season to get a playing style together. They've got players that are going out left, right, and centre. They'll bring in some more players as well. It'll get a couple more players. I expect them to go and buy a decent winger. I think Pulisic could be going. I know they've got Mudryk and Sterling. Other than that, I don't really see anyone at that football club on the wing that's any good. And even Mudryk and Sterling ain't done anything since they've been there. Let's be real. So I do think that he'll try and go out there and try and get a decent winger. Maybe a striker as well. And let's not forget, Lukaku's still on the books of Chelsea. So they're going to get some money for Lukaku. They're going to get some money for him as well. They've got so many players that they can just get rid of, man. It's crazy, man. Chalobah was linked to AC Milan the other day. Again, another one. Yeah, is it Mudweke? Another one. Yeah, I sound like DJ Khaled. But they've got so many players that they could literally make about 300-400 million quid just like that if they got all the money in for their players. They're going to get decent money for Mason Mount and Conor Gallagher. There's another 100 mil. So that'll put them over 200 mil straight in. Yeah, and then with all the rest of them, they could probably make about 400 million. And then the sales on top of that, balance it up, it'll be about 200 million profit Chelsea will be in for transfers this summer. And straight away, they've balanced their books. Anyone who thought Chelsea were finished, yeah, like you went a bit prematurely there. I can't lie. Yeah, because they're going to be dangerous next season. Yeah, like I said, I don't think they'll win the league. I don't think they'll be in a title challenge. But stranger things have happened. They finished 10th before and ended up winning the title, albeit with a better manager, in my opinion. But they have got a chance to get in the top 4. They've got a manager that's been in the top 4 many, many times. He's a manager that's been in the Premier League. He knows how it works, knows how tough it is. And he's got an owner that will back him, which he didn't have down at Tottenham. I think he went 587 days without signing a player down at Tottenham. Well, he ain't got that now. He's got an owner that will throw money around left, right, and centre. So I think a lot of people need to be cautious and wary of Chelsea, because if they get it right, and I said this when Bowley took over and was throwing money around left, right, and centre, if they get it right with a decent playing style and all of the money being spent with the players coming in and they could literally get right back up to being the title challengers and winners again. Whether that's with Poch or without Poch, I don't know. I don't think he'll win a title next season, but I think if they get their act together and do it properly, I think Chelsea are dangerous, man. I really do. And this one season of finishing 12th and everyone bantering them, I don't think anyone's going to be bantering them next season. Yeah, it might be the other way around next season. It might be my club getting bantered. It might be Liverpool getting bantered. It might be Man United getting bantered. Never know. Maybe Man City. Who knows? Yeah, and that's the beauty of football. We don't know what's going to happen. It's great. I love it. Unless it's my football club, and then it angers me, triggers me, and upsets me. But I enjoy watching other clubs actually show ambition and actually try and do something. Shame my club's in the gutter, but it is what it is. But let me know your thoughts on all of that. How much money do you think Chelsea are going to get in this summer just for sales, without any incomings, just for sales? How much money do you reckon they'll get in? Where do you think they'll finish in the league? Leave that in the comment section as well. That'd be great. And let me know what players you think they'll get in as well. So leave all of that down below. I will be back on here again later on this evening. 8 p.m. UK time, the video will be out on here. So keep your eyes peeled for that, people. Big up to everybody who's been tuning in, everybody who's been making this channel fly. Literally 4,000 subs just like that. It's gone crazy. So thank you very much. Big up to everybody who's been dropping the super chats in as well. I do reply to you. I do appreciate it. And everyone putting comments and questions in. I try and answer as many as I can. But when the other channels pop in as well, it's very difficult to keep up. So, and I need my downtime because my football club boils my blood. So I need to go and relax, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go and chill around the swimming pool. It's 29 degrees. I'm enjoying my summer until I look at the Arsenal transfer news, and then it gets me angry. So have a blessed day, whatever it is you're doing. Go and check out the Kai Havertz video on the main channel, and check out all the videos from yesterday on here as well. But listen, for now, it is what it is. Let me know about Chelsea, proper Chelsea, up the Chelsea. We're out of here. Adios.